What if I told you that the solution to one of our biggest modern problems, that feeling of a constantly empty wallet, wasn't in some new app or complicated financial strategy, but was actually figured out thousands of years ago in ancient Babylon? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
It's a question that can drive you crazy, right? You get paid, you pay your bills, you live your life, and then, poof, the money's gone. It feels like you're stuck on a financial hamster wheel. But what if there was a simple way to get off? What if the cure has been waiting for us this whole time?
Well, here it is. The solution was literally written down ages ago. We're looking at notes from the classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and we're going to focus on the core wisdom, something called the 7 cures for a lean purse. Now, this isn't some get-rich-quick nonsense. Think of it more like a timeless blueprint for getting your finances in order, for good. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to tackle the most fundamental cure of all, paying yourself first. Then we'll get into how to make that money grow, and, just as important, how to protect it. We'll also cover the mindset you need to make it all happen. And finally, we're going to zero in on the single most important first step you can take starting right now.
All right, let's dive into the very first lesson. And honestly, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. This is the absolute foundation that everything else is built on. It's a total game changer.
The rule is incredibly simple, and it's not a suggestion, it's a command. For every dollar, or 10 coins as they'd say, that comes into your possession, you only spend a 9. That last one, that 10th piece, that is always, always yours to keep.
1/10. That is the magic number. It might not sound like a lot, right? But that's the beauty of it. It's small enough that you can actually do it without totally upending your life, but it is powerful enough to completely transform your financial future. This simple fraction, this is the key.
And this right here, this shows the huge mindset shift. See, most of us are on the typical path. We earn, we spend, and then we hope there's something left to save at the end. The Babylonian path completely flips that upside down. You earn, you immediately take out your 10th for yourself, and then you live on what's left. You're not saving what's left over. You're spending what's left over after you've saved. It's a subtle difference in words, but it makes all the difference in the world.
Okay, so you're doing it. You're saving that 1/10. Your wallet is finally starting to feel a little heavier. That's amazing. But just having a pile of money sitting there doesn't really do much, does it? The next step is to put every single one of those saved coins to work. You've got to make them your employees. So, this is a two-part deal. First, you've got to get a handle on your spending. As the notes say, our desires are truly limitless, but our income definitely isn't. It's all about budgeting and learning to live well on that 90%. And then, second, you put that 10% you save to work. You find ways to invest it, so each coin starts earning you more coins, creating this river of income that flows into your wallet whether you're working, sleeping, or on vacation. So you're saving money, and that money is now making you more money. Things are looking good. But, and this is a big but, now you have to protect it. It's a sad truth that it can be way easier to make money than it is to hold on to it.
And thankfully, the Babylonians had us covered here too, with something called the 5 Laws of Gold. Just think of this as the ancient investor's rulebook. It's a timeless guide to help you avoid those silly, costly mistakes that can wipe out all your hard work.
So what are the rules? Well, first, protect your original investment, your principal, at all costs. Don't gamble it away. Second, get advice from people who actually know what they're talking about with money. Don't ask a plumber for stock tips. Third, stay in your lane. Don't invest in things you don't understand. And finally, if some deal promises you'll double your money overnight and it sounds way too good to be true, it is. Run away. All right, so we've got the whole system down. Save, grow, protect. That's the fortress. But you don't win just by playing defense. This final piece is all about your mindset. It's about understanding that wealth isn't just going to fall into your lap. You have to be proactive.
This quote really turns the whole idea of luck on its head. See, good luck isn't some random thing that happens to people. According to this ancient wisdom, luck is what happens when you've done your homework, when preparation meets a real opportunity. It's about being ready and willing to jump when the time is right.
So, what is a person of action? It's someone who doesn't wait around. When a good, sound opportunity shows up, they grab it. They get that wealth follows motion. Hesitation is the enemy of progress. You got to be ready to move.
Okay, we've gone through some incredibly powerful, timeless ideas here. But you know what? All the knowledge in the world doesn't mean a thing without action. So let's bring it all back home and talk about the single most important thing you can do, like today.
Right now, you might be thinking, my wallet's just too empty or my debt is too big. I get it. But this quote, this is the answer to that doubt. It says that if you are truly determined to fix this, you will find a way. The path exists. You just have to decide to walk it.
And that way, that very first step on the path to financial health is this. Forget everything else for just 1 second. Forget investing, forget the 5 laws, forget all of it. The entire journey starts with this simple, powerful act of saving that very first tenth of your income. That's it. That is the beginning of everything.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. This isn't theory anymore. Your next payday is right around the corner. You now know the first, most crucial step to cure that lean purse. So what's it going to be? Are you going to stick to that same old path, or are you ready to try the Babylonian path? The choice, and that first coin, is all yours.